national security team. The Secretary of State's in place. The Secretary of Defense, I think the vote is tomorrow. And it's rough when you have a Secretary of Defense who's basically going to be confirmed on a partisan vote. That's not a great start. A certain amount of controversy around the new CIA director, partly because of the drone issue. And then, as I mentioned, there are these sub-cabinet jobs. And, particularly the Assistant Secretary of State for Asia and the Pacific. We don't even know who it's going to be yet. And a lot of this confirmation is usually not as personal or antagonistic as has surrounded Hagel. But, one senator can hold things up. The fellow who was named ambassador to Moscow, he got the appointment, had worked on the NSC, left his rental property in Washington thinking he'd be going off to Moscow in a few weeks, and has a couple of young children, and something like 6 months later he was still living in some hotel suite in Washington waiting for confirmation because a couple of senators on totally extraneous issues had decided to hold up his appointment. But as I said, I think they really do have to move quickly on the Campbell replacement. They haven't even named him, but it's a slow and laborious process, and increasingly so.
You don't think it will change?
No. If anything, it will change for the worse. There's no sign out there that any of this is getting any better anytime soon. Possibly they could find some relatively non-controversial person, but there are 100 senators, and they have this procedure, and one senator can put a hold on something. And you've got all sorts of disparate views now, tilting, some might say, more extreme. So there's all sorts of ways to throw spanners in the works.
Well, I was watching